Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from Green Bay. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow, 43.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards to start the ball game. That is a first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
33, yellow. Drill, 52. 6, mega.
Love to throw it on first down. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Green Bay first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. This defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
60 red. 60 red.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one out to Watson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
22 yards.
They get 22 yards there. First down, Packers.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Flush to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick.
Josh Jacobs into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 and is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Zach Harrison on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll let this go deep. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Falcons are going to have it just past their 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the lefty Penix on 1st down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. New set of downs, it's 1st and 10.
And the Falcons at 1st down.
Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Penix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On is Bailey, and he sends it away. Fielded at the 9. And that's good work on this return as he brings it past the 25.
At their own 29-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Thursday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. A good play action with Love. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he's going to be brought down short for the first down by a couple of yards. So a 3rd and short coming up.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Green Bay first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On play action, Love. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Come on, set. Right, white, 45, white. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The thing is, the offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. Dotson, the man in motion. Give to Robinson from the pistol. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
From
and
31, here's 2nd and 7. Plant. It's Penix. That's to the rookie out of Georgia, Zachariah Brandt. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. Nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
He was brought down by
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up 4th down.
In punt formation for the Packers.
Whelan's punt sent away. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Israel Abanaconda. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. You're going to go play action with, it appeared like the Falcons were able to get back on that one. Ball stays with Atlanta.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On the move past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A 28-yard gain.
A pickup there of 28 yards. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
On the tackle.
2nd down, they need 2 yards.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 26-yard line.
Now Penix. He finds Jahan Dotson.
Penix's pass complete to Jahan Dotson.
And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That complete to Jacobs. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes 2nd and 4. Throwing is Love. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
2nd and 1 at the Packers' 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Folks' kick is good. And the Falcons have run out to a 24-7 lead.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Quick, yellow. Yep, ready.
Now a pitch to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Packers have it. And he's going to be taken down, but it is a turnover. And they get the football just on the fringe of the red zone.
And we talked about it during the break. If they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get some kind of spark going. And, well, the first drive of this half, the defense has certainly done their part, and now it's up to the offense to do something with it.
They'll run with Jacobs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick first down.
Fighting yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. James Pierce in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
The outside, it's brought in by Golden. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. It's going to be third. They need 1.
Let's go. Set. Hook set.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field.
And he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. That is first touchdown of the new year. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Packers back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Packers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. Good running inside the 25. And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Folks' extra point is good. And the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Packers 14. Nick Folk to kick off for
The
Atlanta.
kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return
The
this
Packers
one
take over
through the
first
end
and
zone
10
for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, right. Set, ready, shoot. Yellow. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Now, faking the give, moving outside the pocket. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
On play action, Penix. He's going to take a shot downfield. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackles back at the 8.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Now Penix on third and long. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. Throwing is Penix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. That'll bring up second and long. From the gun, here is Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. Third down coming up. Throwing again, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
How about that play off the call sheet to convert third and 18 for a first down? We'll go play action now with Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Penix going to throw again. They set up the screen for Abataconda. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And a Falcon first down.
To throw again, it's Penix. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty, Penix. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Now Folk on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
14. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Let's go now. Black ball, trouble, 38. 97.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 50, Green.
On play action, Love. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Clark Phillips. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the 44.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
A pitch to Robinson. To the pylon, he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Folks' extra point is good. And the Falcons will add one more onto their big lead.
14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
22. Ready, ready. Cut, cut.
Here's Jacobs. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll have it, 1st and 10.
Ready, cut, go. Red, 38, ready, go.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Ready. 95. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one broken up. And it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4.
Set, ready, ready.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers 1st down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on, the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
Here we go, set. 30, 10 cycles. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Love. This one complete to Melton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the 1st down.
Let's go next, cut.
From the gun, it's Love. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. Victory formation here as he's